good morning everybody. It's Peter the Potter. We're in our second phase of glazing today, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you second coat. The pots that we glazed yesterday, they're nice and bone dry now, and you can feel that there's no moisture left in them since they sat overnight here. And what we're going to do is we're going to clean off the bottom here on this pot. Make sure that it's ready for the final coat, because we don't want to touch it after it's done. And of course this pot here has the blue on the bottom. It's going to get the red on the top and then also the inside at the same application. Okay, here's our red glaze, and we're mixing every time we put it in. I told you I use a high-speed electric drill motor, and I guess I'll show you a tip real fast while we're starting this thing. On my electric drill motor is this whipper. This whipper is available in most hardware stores. It's a paint roller that goes on here, a very small roller. It's only about like a finger roller. And it's designed to go behind the toilet in tight spots, and it's got quite a long handle, and it's made in stainless steel, and it comes with a handle like a roller handle. And what we do is we cut the handle off at the very end, and this for under way under $10, maybe $5 and change or something like that, you can get one of the best mixers I've ever used, and it's an inexpensive item. So here we are back at the glaze. This is a copper red glaze, sang de boeuf. I'm going to move the camera just a hair. There you go. Alright, we've stirred the glaze. Now we're going to dip the pot. We've cleaned the bottom. And we're going to dip the pot in this glaze. And we're going to count 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000, 6 1,000, 7 1,000, and a little bit of an extra dip to do the overlap. And here we have our red glaze, and you can see it's sort of shiny, and it's actually starting to haze over again. And we're going to dip again. 6 1,000, 7 1,000, a little bit extra dip. And now you can see that we've got the entire pot covered in glaze. There was a little drip on this pot created by me, and that's okay because this particular glaze runs down the pot. And as you can see now, we've almost completely hazed over. And now we can set the pot up straight, and we'll take our nearby pitcher, which I use to fill up the inside of the pot. Usually when you do the outside, you get a little bit of residue coming on the inside. We take a bucket of glaze and we slowly pour it in. And then we've actually gone above the line inside the pot where the glaze was, and we're just going to swish it around a little bit. Now you remember, we haven't done the bottom of the pot, we only did the top, and the top's already done on the inside. So now what we're going to do is pour that glaze out, let it just filter down into the old bucket. Pretty much when it stops dripping, which is going to be in a second here because it's already saturated, the inside is now almost dry. And here we have it, totally glazed inside and outside. And it's hazing over now. We've got the proper amount of glaze on the outside because we dipped the outside as second coat. Here's the piece we started yesterday. It's a vase here, a little altered vase. Here again we're going to come in and clean up the bottom. And I have another trick for you here real quick. This glaze has sort of slightly migrated. Move, bud. It's my dog. the glaze slightly over where I really want it, but I don't want to wash it off, because if you wash it off, you wet the pot. So what we're going to use is that magic device again, the toothbrush. And basically all we're going to do is scrub the glaze off to the line that you want. Right there. Real fast. And we're going to clean this top up so that the red is in a nice line, breaking onto the blue. Only takes a minute to scrunch it off with a toothbrush here. Some folks might want to wear a particle mask at that time, but now you can see that this pot has been cleaned right around to the definition line or the gesture line, and we're going to now glaze the. This is a blue bottom. We're going to make this into a copper red top. So we've got the bottom cleaned again. We're going to pour our glaze, like I said, you always pour your glaze, especially in copper red. Now, I don't want you to all quote me about certain things that I say, because in some areas there's always a yin and a yang to this. Some glazes, this system will work perfectly. There's other glazes that I even have in the house that I use, such as Albany Rust, and even the carbon trap glazes might not require the amount of soaking time as what we do on these like thinner glazes that are copper reds or rutile blues. So you'll get to know your glazes once you figured it out per glaze. And each one of my glazes is a different amount of specific gravity, for sure. And that's very important. Now, we said we checked the specific gravity here of the red. We've got the pot cleaned and we've stirred it. And I can tell the glaze is still moving in the bucket, which is good. Okay, we're going to sideways dip it in and flop it down. And start counting. 1 1,000, 2 1,000. 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000, 6 1,000, 7 1,000. And a little extra dip on this one. And we're going to wait for the glaze to haze over. Here it goes. It's hazing, hazing. Okay, back in again. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000, 6 1,000, 7 1,000. And that's a single. This is the second coat. Double dip application. We're going to get our pouring bucket ready to go. This is already nicely hazed over. And then we're going to gently pour this into the piece. Fill up the inside. A little more here. This is a pretty good sized vase. Bars or days, up to you. Okay, now we've covered the dip line from the outside to the inside. We've got our glaze right here at the very top, almost about an inch from the top, and we're letting it set in there, and it's saturating the pot and glazing the inside. And we just pour her out. You can see as it's going to start to stop dripping, we'll have a finished pot. One more drip. Oh, there it goes. Turn it over. Here we go. Red and blue. No drips, no runs, no errors. Glazed pot. Not a big deal. Set her down.